Have you ever had those dreams that you just can't seem to recall when you wake up? Those crazy, vivid, wild imaginations that seem so much like reality? A lucid dream, where you sort of wander through life, and as you're wandering through life, your scenes are changing. You're sleeping in your own dreams and dreaming about your dreams. It goes deep. And those deep, deep dreams, they feel so much like reality. They literally feel connected to reality. You wake up in the morning and you think, am I just in another dream again? Or maybe that's just me who's experienced it, but I'm sure you have experienced a realistic dream. A dream that's so big you fear it. A dream so realistic, you cannot tell the difference between it and reality itself. The craziest dreams on the planet. The ones you just can't even describe. The ones you can't even recall. The scary thing, you can't recall them. You've lived this entire reality, and I'll give you an example in a second. But you wake up in the morning, you've forgotten 90% of it. And for an example, I had a lucid dream, a really, really realistic dream, that actually scared me and made me really, really, really dislike where I was. Because I had this dream about me. I was at a football game, and there was this lady. I don't know what her name was. She didn't even speak to me. I don't know what her voice sounded like. I don't even know what she looked like. But she gave a watch to me. Why a watch? I don't know. That's when you can begin to realise maybe this is a dream. But no, not me. I took the watch. I took her possession and I held it close to me. I wore it for maybe 5 minutes and I took it off and put it somewhere. I don't even know where I put it. For some reason, we were at a football green, an English football green, you know, like a soccer field if you're American. We were at this place and I wasn't playing, which is kind of weird because I play for a football club. I was instead sitting on the sidelines watching the game. But then I went into the change rooms and I knew everybody there. It was my football club, right? I was just sitting on the sidelines. I wasn't even on the bench or anything like that. Weird. And then she walked into the change rooms and I gave her the watch. It doesn't make any sense, but the truth behind that and the truth behind our minds is we cannot tell the difference in between this dream state and the reality. That's the key. We cannot tell the difference between dreams and thoughts and our actual perception of reality. Your mind is so powerful that it can generate images that literally look like the ones you're watching right now. If you look up from your phone or your laptop and you see outside your window, or maybe even at your bed or radiator, you're going to look at it. You're going to be like, that's real. But then this evening you might dream about a radiator. And you won't be able to tell the difference between whether that's fake or real. That's worrying. Or is it? Is it really that worrying? Allow me to explain. Your mind can't tell the difference in between its real life experiences and what you're thinking. It can't. It can't fathom the difference between the two. Which means you can make yourself believe things. This means you can go out and literally make your mind, your dreams, turn into reality. You can see them in your brain. You believe they're real. This is why people with big dreams achieve huge things, huge feats that you can't even think of. There's a reason you don't achieve it. It's because you haven't seen it, you haven't envisioned it, you haven't been able to picture it in your mind and then paint it into reality, which is a huge superpower. It's a fantastic skill you can get. It's a fantastic skill to learn. And it all starts with just understanding that your mind literally sees through its eyes the same as it sees your brain. In a way that everything you see, whether it be in dream state, whether it be in reality, is literally real, according to your brain. You know, it seems weird to say. It really does. But obviously there's scientific studies and such. You can search it up on Google or whatever browser you use, right? It will come up. So now you know there is no tell between reality and the fake reality you create inside of your mind. Why don't you start utilizing it? Why don't you start envisioning the man you want to be, or the job you want to have, what you want to achieve in the future? I'm not talking about job as in, I dream about I was a plumber. I don't mean that. I want to tell you something interesting. I've got huge aspirations. I've got huge ambitions. That's why I'm on YouTube, bro. If I didn't have huge aspirations, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't. If I didn't have huge aspirations and an opportunity presented to me and the ability to take a calculated risk that's actually going to redeem a huge reward in the future, I wouldn't be here. And you probably wouldn't be here either because you've taken risk for reward in the past and now you're here. You've been led down this path and now you're here watching this and learning this. I promise you, this is the most important thing you're going to hear all week. I have never had a dream about working a normal job. I've never had a dream where I was just like a pizza delivery person or a McDonald's worker or Even like a builder, a lawyer, a doctor. I've never had a dream about working a job. I've never had a dream about going to school, even though it's a reality I've lived. I only dream about crazy things. For example, I had a dream one time where I was on a train station, right? And then for whatever reason, this train station morphed into some weird place, like a college almost. It was like a college assembly room. What was I doing in there? I don't know. I had no business being in there, but then I saw people I knew and I said, piss off, I don't know you. And then I walked down to the reception and my dad was in some sort of altercation. I don't know why my dad was there. And then the whole place turned from a college into like a normal building. I have crazy dreams, right? That's just a really brief summary of that dream. It went a lot deeper than that. I just wanted to tell you the briefness. Like, my dreams are crazy. Just like my goals in real life are. The people don't understand how crazy my dreams are. I have dreams of so many things that I probably won't even say on camera ever. I want to keep it to myself, right? And I want to achieve them and then everyone looks. I have that sort of level of dreams. An ability to think of these crazy thoughts and create them into reality, as I say. But it's not just about creating it as you sleep. It's also about creating these visionaries as you're awake. If you can sit down, almost meditate for 3 to 5 minutes in silence like it is now, then you should be able to achieve whatever you can think of, whatever your wildest imagination can conjure. But perhaps you need to create some sort of imagery by seeing it first. So brother, if I have any advice for you today, it's not just sit down and envision your dreams, genuinely brainstorm them so hard that you force them into reality. It's find some pictures of it. Find some pictures of that beach you want to live at. Find some pictures of that dream house, that dream car, pointing up there. Anything you can think of, the dream country you'd like to live in. Think about it all. Genuinely try and find some pictures of it and make it resonate with you. For example, I've said many times before, I have that end dream, that end visionary of laying on a private beach, surrounded by the hills, looking out into the horizon at the sun setting, with a beautiful, beautiful coastal region just to myself. Shared perhaps with my family to be in the future, perhaps with my kids if I get them. That's my end goal. That's the goal I have in sight, and I cannot lose that imagery. I have everything set out in stone. It's literally engraved, and it's basically engraved in my brain, and now that is the only future I can see myself living. That's why I don't have dreams about corporate jobs and other random jobs, right? I don't have dreams of them. I can't possibly envision a future where my life is just about that. I know that might come across as arrogant to a lot of you, but truthfully, it's what allows me to keep on going. Because I have that end goal in sight, and I know I won't get there unless I do audacious things. And then I have visions of how I'll do those audacious things. Because I have mentors, I have people who can lead me, help me in the correct direction, where I need to go. And that's how I can be to you, bro. I can give you the pictures, I can sell you the dreams, and then also help you towards the reality inside of the Discord linked below. I'll actually be able to help you, bro. I actually will. Just ask a question, and I'll be there for you. That's the power of our allegiance. That's the power of the thing I'm building. I don't want to build no crappy community, frame rock TikTok crap, right? I want to build something that's real, authentic, truthful, and actually helpful for you. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to achieve. That's what me and you are going to achieve together. I swear. If you're early, we're going to achieve it together. You're going to see this channel go from 140 to 1400. Easy. 150 to 1500. 150 to 10,000. Big, audacious goals. I can see that YouTube channel with 10,000 subscribers. I see the number right there. It's in my line of sight. I just have to keep going towards it. It's almost like a huge mountain. I use the analogy of mountains a lot. That's because it's really powerful. It's almost like a huge mountain, right? You just have a stairway. And all you have to do is keep walking. You can just about see the peak in the horizon. You just have to keep walking and passing the rickety bridges and the slippery slopes. You have to keep climbing up the mountain and get all the way to the top. And you might slip. You might fall a few times. You're not going to fall off the rickety bridge, but you might slip down a few. You might accidentally tumble off the side, down like 10 meters. You just have to climb back up. Because as long as you have like hunter's vision onto that end goal, it will happen. 100%. That huge mountain in the future, that huge mountain you have to climb in the horizon, you're going to achieve it, certain. It's a certainty if you can force it to become a reality. Because like I said, don't lose the main message that your mind cannot tell the difference between the reality it's perceived and the reality you can create in your mind. They're the same thing, I promise you. But just in case you're still questioning whether it really is the same thing, try it out. this evening before you go to bed, try and envision what will happen. Try and envision it. I don't care if it's with the sports you play, with the school you have to go to tomorrow, or the end scene of your movie, which is my personal favourite, the one I cannot lose. Find out what it is and envision it hard. Envision it so much it becomes a reality. That's already what I'm doing now for that football game in a month, for that football game in 3 weeks, the really important one that's going to win us the league. I'm going to win us the league, whereas I keep dreaming about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can make that real. Not by pretending, not by being arrogant and thinking you're the best, by thinking about it, hyper thinking about it, envision it. Pro athletes do this, bro. Pro athletes do this before their football matches, their basketball games. There's a YouTuber named J Football, right? I'm sure some of you might know. He literally talks about this. He's a big YouTuber, you have to listen to him, right? Even if you don't want to listen to me, listen to him. Envision what you're going to do. Picture how you're going to play. Picture, envision exactly the moves you're going to make. And then just do them. See if you can do it. At least try your hardest. Because if you try your hardest, you can't possibly feel bad about it. And regardless of what happens, may God bless each and every single one of you. Stay strong out there. And we'll see you all tomorrow. And for those who are wondering, I'm not selling you a dream, I swear to you. I promise.